everybody, Terrence Popp here from Redonkulas.com with another episode from the Lair. Today I got some, basically this is all questions here.
Number one, in regards to women at work, you are correct. Being around them all the time is a problem. And it's just not the smell or the way they look, but it's how they compliment you and stroke your ego. It's basically they're attacking you on a psychological level, and you need to address this, gentlemen.
Yeah, you are correct in that. I only talked about a couple of things. In my career, I really didn't work around a lot of women, so I didn't really have to deal with that much. There was a couple times, but in that regard, fortune did not favor the brave, so I let it be. But yeah, there's a lot of women out there who are walking around who are 5s, 6s, and 7s, who make themselves basically more attractive when they massage a guy's ego and compliment him, even though they know that they're full of shit. This is written about in a couple of books out there. I think I did a video on one of the books that basically tells a woman how to condition a man kind of like a dog. So that's what's happening in a nutshell. If these women if they're interested in you, they'll always come over and run their suck holes. They'll give you compliments, and they're really, really serious about their game if they touch you in any way. And I'm not talking about like bumping into them or something. If they walk up and they pull some hint or some lint off your sweater or whatever, there it is. Some women will be like, "Oh no, it's not true." Bullshit. Totally true. Number 2. All right, this individual was upset at the other clips that I'd put out there of the individuals, hurting themselves. And I'm going to just tell you what he said here. "I did not like the clips of people getting hurt. This is not entertainment in my book." Okay, number 1, pain always looks good on other people. Sorry, it's human nature. That's the way we are. Number 2, we're actually showing those clips so people can maybe get a hint of how not to fuck themselves up. Also, and my third point is, this is actually a graphic representation of exactly what stupidity looks like. So, yes, we're going to keep doing that. We're going to actually, down the road, have a show called Hint Warning Hammer, where we go through a lot of these videos where people fuck themselves up. I'm not going to stop. I'm sorry you're upset, but it is what it is. Okay, number 3.
Why is it that men have led the world in suicide and homelessness, but now women are starting to catch up, and it's a tragedy? Can you explain this using your Poppisms, please?
Well, okay. For a very long time now, men have been voluntarily turning in their meat suits over a variety of issues. A lot of these revolve around contact with divorce court and friend of the cunt who can't understand normal thinking because they take more money from you to give to your ex-wife and the kids than it takes for you to live in the real world. Thus, having to get a second SJ or work OT so you can keep yourself on the positive side of the DNA getaway or deadbeat dad dilemma. Okay, hopefully that solved it for you right there. But yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. These women out there, they're starting to understand that, life is hard. And they want to have it all. So they want to basically walk on both sides of the street. Well, what happens when you do that? You get run over in the middle. There you go. Number 4. All right, this guy wants to know,
what is your advice in regards to being dragged to jail in a domestic dispute or during a domestic call?
Over 80% of the time, when the police show up over a domestic call, it doesn't matter if she called them or if her neighbor called them, you're going to jail. If you have a penis, you're going to jail. They'll ask you questions like, "Did you touch her?" Blah, blah. You say, "No." Even if you say, "I walked by her to get out of the house to avoid a confrontation," if you so much as brushed her shirt, going to jail. So, gentlemen, this is how you handle that. You never, ever plead anything because you lose your gun rights. It's all fucked up. Never plead anything. All right? Fight it tooth and fucking nail. Tooth and nail. If there is no evidence, there is no fucking evidence. Okay, then you be nice as pie. Okay, you don't want to have that happen a second time. But she knows how much power she has over you now. So therefore, the whole dynamic is ruined. So it is my advice that you slowly move out your shit. Take all your shit with that you have any sentimental value, like pictures of your family, kids, or whatever. Those go first. Then you slowly move your shit out of there. Take your money out of a joint account, and then when the time is right, pop smoke and never look back. All right? You just can't afford it. In today's day and age, the way the police are and the way the whole court system works, it's not even worth it, gentlemen. Just cut bait and just let it be. And I can guarantee you, if more men did this, these women would think twice before they call the fucking cops. Because they're like, hey, I can call the cops and he'll get hemmed up. Then who's going to pay the bills for the rest of my life? All right, number 6.
Do you ever get pissed off? You seem to be so mellow in all of your videos.
Well, actually, I do get pissed off. But I'm way more methodical about it than the average individual. And usually when I get pissed off, I usually, do big monumental things, kind of like what I'm doing right now in this show. But if you should ever get me into a position where I am truly pissed off at you, I'll set up on your ass and you'll never even hear the shot. It'll be over that quick. So I try to maintain my reasonableness. I shoot off my mouth when I'm pissed off now because I'm old and I can't really do a lot of this. And the law looks down on you doing that. So that's just the way it is. But thank you for noticing. I do try to keep a calm demeanor. Oh, God, I got to read this. This bitch. Okay.
How much do you drink in a day, you trash mouth alcoholic?
I love it, man. I love it. Okay. I usually don't drink a lot of beer. I get tucked in from Jack Daniels, a couple times a week. A couple shots here and there, call liquid sleep for a reason. Just puts me over the edge for a good 4-hour nappy nap. Some Smirnoff is good. Let's see, whiskey, bourbon, love it. Tequila, I've been on tequila thing lately. Love that shit too. Mix it with lime juice and have some salt. Perfect. But that's pretty much all I really drink. I don't drink for entertainment. I don't drink it to dull my pain. I just drink to basically help me sleep because since I got wounded in 2004, my sleep button doesn't work anymore. And, contrary to popular belief, staying up 24/7, for 2 or 3 weeks straight is not a fun time for you or anybody. Okay, this guy here it's got to be a gay guy here.
If gays are an XY crosswire, what is a trans person?
Well, let's see. I came up with a new term for that, and I call it an XY crosswire with a north-south conversion issue. So basically, you don't know what lander you got in your your launch bay. So you show up on Mars and you have a lander that's for Venus, or you show up on Venus and you have a lander that's for Mars. Either way, you're fucked. And what are you gonna do?
Mr. Popp.
Please just call me Popp.
Why is it that feminists and liberals usually like to go for the masculine men?
So I'm not the only one who noticed this then. This is actually fairly common. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's just like men don't like a lot of feminists who think they don't need a man and they can do everything we can do and they can do it better, except for suicide and dying on the job. But that's a separate issue. But, when a man is willing to commit to a woman, he wants a woman, not some Hulk-haired, orange, pubic-haired, crazy, tattooed-up bitch. That's like, halfway to Sailor Town. That's the kind of shit you find in the YMCA. No, we don't want, they're not, it's the same thing with women. They'll tell you up and down they want their men to be, have more feelings and to be softer and kinder. And you know what happens to those guys? They wind up in the goddamn friend zone until that lady's pussy's so blown out, you need to tie a 2x4 to your ass, keep from falling in there. That whistle sack is screaming the Star Spangled Banner, and then she'll tap you on the shoulder and say, you're out of the friend zone, come pay my bills. That's exactly what happens. These feminists are making men that they say they want, but in reality, they don't. Because you can't go against your own instincts forever. It just doesn't work, ladies. And I'm sorry, but we busted you out. This guy here is...
As a single man, should I marry a woman with student debt? Why or why not?
Okay. I know, let's see, probably about 11 guys who married women who had student debt. They went to school for shit that they never did in the real world. And they wound up paying that debt. And usually, within 2 to 3 years of paying off that woman's student debt, she files for divorce and she's gone. These guys are they're paying this woman's bills, her whole college expenses. Yeah, you get to hit the poon once in a while. Maybe you'll get a kid out of the deal. But it's a fucked up deal. I mean, why would you do that? You know, especially in today's day and age when, you know, women are supposed to be equal to men. Pay your own fucking bills. Take care of your fucking self. But no, it always winds up, and I can't tell you how many women, 40, 45 years old, they look in that mirror and they see they're fucking there. They've hit the wall, and it's starting to go badly. They're aging in dog years or like curdled milk. And they want to be linked into something that's going to be around and take care of them, because 38 to 80 is a long fucking time. Period. Boom, beer me. Anyway, that's all I have today. 10 questions. I'll try to have more next time. I actually have a few articles that aren't worth quite doing a show on, but they can be talked about in the Lair episodes. And please, gentlemen, share my videos, share this channel, and if you have any questions or if you want some insight, send them to my email, which is redonkulas12@gmail.com. I value your input. You have a good day.